welcome back to another video. My name is Alizaya and I'm your favorite black transsexual. We'll get up into the big pair or whatever right up. I'm back. Before we get into today's video, girl, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss my uploading schedule, period. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's video on the big pair. I know y'all might be like, oh my god, who is ItsBambii? Well, if you've been living under a goddamn rock, I already did a video about her, girl. I'm not gonna go into detail for real. But ItsBambii is this like trans creator. She was big in like 2015, 2017, she was popping her ish, but then she ended up getting together with this one boy, right? Ricky or whatever, right? She ended up getting together with him. He cheated on her multiple times. Then she went to, very awful place. Then she became demonic and all that other stuff. Girl, this all alleged, girl, because I don't want nobody suing me, bitch. But before y'all say that I'm being messy or I'm, starting up drama, bitch, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, because we gotta call it how it is, girl. No tea, no shade. Sometimes we gotta have these conversations about people who constantly are surrounded by chaos, and the question that nobody wants to ask: what do you do when someone genuinely doesn't want help? And a lot of people say, oh, because I like her so much, I'm gonna go send her some goddamn money. Bitch, I be telling y'all, why the fuck do y'all send influencers money? That just be blowing me like,
are you fucking dumb?
Because lately, when I watch what's going on with ItsBambii, I'm starting to feel like we might be watching someone who is becoming a lost cause. Literally, girl. And for context, let me give y'all a brief introduction about what I'm talking about, right? So, ItsBambii is homeless. I don't know where the fuck she's at, right? When she said that she was detransitioning, I feel like that was the nail in the coffin for everything about her career. Literally, I don't know what happened. She said in the past that her family was evil, they were stealing from her and stuff like that, which this is all alleged, but this is what came out of her mouth. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel sad, because I feel bad for her, because the reason why I say that is because being an influencer or whatever, right? When you have family, a lot of people don't know what it takes to be an influencer. A lot of people don't know what it takes to actually keep the shit going. And ItsBambii, she was raking in millions of views. But my thing is, and this is what still doesn't hit me, how are you broke and you were making millions? You should have had $1 million at least in your fucking savings account. That doesn't make no sense to me, how you went from having, you were on top of the world and you're just here now. This to this don't make no damn sense. Literally, it was bad financial decisions, right? And now you see her on the blogs, you see her on the tea pages, right?
Team Bambii, thank you so much for supporting me on this journey right now. It's not easy being homeless, but I'm making the best of it. At least I get to be with nature, and I'm doing my best, and I'm letting God do the rest, because that's all that I can do. But if you guys can, please go and support my GoFundMe. The link is in my bio. It's to help me get my breast implants removed and to help me get a place to live at, Team Bambii. I really hate to come on here asking for donations.
Yeah, I'm like, bitch, go get a job. Girl, I'm for real, go get a job, or girl, go sit over here and be a lot lizard. I don't fucking know, bitch. Go get a job. I'm not sending you no damn money. I'm sorry, bitch. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. No shade. And what stands out to me is there's always another conflict, another problem, another situation where people are trying to step in to help you and say something or even offer advice. But instead of reflection, it just becomes more chaos. It's like you're not taking any accountability for your actions and how you got into that goddamn situation, literally. And then she's yelling at her fans and her supporters saying, you guys don't want to help me. You guys don't want to help me. See, ItsBambii's I don't know what the hell she calls her damn squad, girl, but we're going to call it Bambii squad, right? She's like, Bambii squad, y'all don't want to help me. Y'all don't want to help me.
Can y'all at least send me $400 on my Zelle? I'm trying to get a room for a whole mother week. What y'all want me to get a room for? One mother day, and then after that be like, what the I'm gonna do with that? Okay, well, if you can't send 400, then at least send 100 or something. You mother, are y'all stupid? When you go to a room, they ask you for a deposit. You can't just go to a room and just be like, oh, here, I want to stay here for one night. They want a deposit within that. So can y'all please help me? Team Bambii, please. Team Bambii, be a blessing. Come on, Team Bambii, don't do me like this. This is humiliating. Don't let me be on here getting humiliated like this. This is so sad, Team Bambi. I've been on social media for years. I done opened up so many doors, all of this stuff, and they make me out to be this person that I'm not. And I'm like, damn, y'all gonna really just do me like this?
I'm like, girl, bitch, they struggling too. We're already in, World War III, girl. We don't have no money to give. That's literally it. Like, girl, you're on your own, literally. And when you see somebody like ItsBambii and you start seeing the same cycle over and over again, you start asking yourself a bigger question. Is this someone who actually wants to grow, or is this someone who is comfortable staying exactly where they are, literally? Because the truth is, people can only help so much. Friends can talk to you, followers can call things out, even strangers on the internet can try to hold you accountable. But if someone doesn't want to hear it, they're not going to hear it, literally. And this is something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, but I'm going to call it out anyway. Sometimes people are addicted to chaos in their own life, not because they enjoy suffering, but because it becomes familiar. The attention, the arguments, the drama, it becomes a part of their identity. So when people try to offer advice or even constructive criticism, it doesn't feel like support. It feels like an attack, literally. Because when people try to help out ItsBambii, girl, I was the person who tried to help out ItsBambii. I was like, Bambi, I will literally sit over here and help you, girl. I'll cash app you if you get a goddamn bus ticket to go to a job interview, whatever you gotta do. But that's something I've also noticed about certain trans people as well, or just certain people in general. It's not even about the trans community. Like certain people, they'll be like, I'll go to a job interview, and not me, I'm talking about them. They'll go to a job interview, they'll get interviewed, and they like, oh, I didn't get picked for the job. Bitch, did you even try to look presentable? You can't just go to a job with your hair not done, your titties out, booty shorts. You gotta look somewhat decent. You got to make sure your hygiene is good. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't want to work fast food. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Because when I was asking her, I was like, girl, I can't even find a damn screen recording. But when I was asking her, I was like, literally have you tried to look at, fast food jobs or, even low paying jobs? It's just the start. It's not forever, right? She's like, I don't want to do that. Get off my live. And she blocks me. I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Okay, remember that, bitch. Don't ever ask for help from me ever again, bitch. The fuck? And honestly, this isn't even just about, ItsBambii. We all know someone in real life that's like this, that one person who always has problems, but every solution you offer gets rejected. You tell them to leave toxic situations, they stay. You tell them to stop engaging with certain people, they keep doing it. And after a while, you start realizing something uncomfortable. You realize they don't want change. They don't want things to change, literally. And I'm going to be honest with you, girl, because I'm going to just say how it is. I feel like she has lost her goddamn mind. And what I mean by this, recently, ItsBambii, she got some new side hustle where she's selling bonnets, right? Okay, I definitely screenshotted this. I got my receipts on this, right? She has bonnets, right? She's doing a little bonnet haul or whatever, right? She's selling her bonnets, I think, on eBay or Shopify or whatever, right? I'm like, I'm not going to knock your hustle, right? So I was going to be a nice ass person because I'm like, shit, you never know if you could be in this situation. So just throw her a couple of dollars. It might help or whatever, right? I go to look at her fucking bonnets. I'm like, this looks questionable. I'm like, what is this, right? And so on top of that, y'all, I'm looking at the prices. This and this do not add up. I'm not paying $40. Mind you, that's the flat fee. There's taxes and there's a shipping fee. So I'm paying $50 to $60 for a nasty ass bonnet that was literally made in 5 seconds with some glue and some rhinestones. I'm not buying that shit. And then I think she's selling combs. I'm like, the combs are cute. I give you that. The combs are cute, but it's like, girl, what are you doing? Oh my God, why are you selling bonnets for $40? And there's people who actually bought them. And I feel like those people who actually bought those bonnets are going to get scammed. Because ItsBambii, she's long gone. I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything. I'm being dead serious. I think she's genuinely long gone in the head. Girl, it's a lost case, no shade. Now, I don't think anyone is truly beyond redemption. People can change if they choose to, but the key word there is choose. Growth only happens when someone is willing to look at themselves honestly and have that deep conversation with themselves. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to accept that, you cannot force someone to wake up. You can't force someone to have a wake up call, literally. They're gonna have to want that for themselves, literally.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's not your job to be somebody's fucking therapist. It's one thing to offer solutions the first, second, and third time, but if the person isn't receiving it, leave them the hell alone. Let them figure it out on their own. They'll learn eventually. It's not your job to be somebody's therapist and breathe down somebody's neck.
So what do you do when someone refuses help? Do you keep trying? Do you keep your distance? Or do you just accept the fact that, some people just had to learn the hard way? Because personally, I think the internet is watching a situation where people have tried to help over and over again, and it's just not landing. But I want to hear what y'all think. Is Bambi a lost cause? Is she crazy? Do you think she can, rebound and she can rebuild herself up? I don't think so, but let me know in the comments. But, or is this just another, moment where someone, eventually is going to have to wake up? Girl, I guess we'll never know. But I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It's going to be a very short video. Get up into the big part. And I'm going to talk to you wonderful people later. And also hype the video up because it pushes me in the algorithm. You already know. But yeah, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye, loves.